We welcome you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Youngwei Koo going to get this one going. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing to get things started is Mahomes. He's going to air one out right away. That is hard. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. A huge play right off the bat. 61 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this just shows how special he can be.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. Hampton is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. And Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, start of the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. He'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line.
First down.
A gain there of 15. And the Jets have a first down. Williams. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
That's another Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the RPO, it's a throw, and it's Higgins. They'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 5.
Tiger, 19, Tiger, Warriors, 17.
They'll look to throw again. That one complete. It's Keaton Mitchell. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 14 yards on that pass play there. Good for a Jets first down.
19 Lions. 17 Mustang, 18 like Cat 60, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll look to throw yet again. They'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. We saw a lot of throws from him like that playing for UCLA last fall. This one, good for a first down.
Set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That one to the sideline and incomplete. And a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. To the air one more time. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
Not fun here. Third and a lot.
70 Timberwolves. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Back to throw. Open man. That's Dante Thornton. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
16 brings up fourth down.
19 tight, 19 tight. Pioneer! 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Steady, ready?
They'll look to throw. That's taken in to the goal line and in. Keaton Mitchell. Touchdown, New York. It's his third touchdown catch this year.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Yellow! Yellow!
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. He finds McMillan downfield. It's caught. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Run run between the tackles for Hampton. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another first down.
First down,
Another run here with Hampton. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. They've got it second down and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he'll take it on in. Cinderella McMillan. Touchdown, New Orleans. His first touchdown of the new campaign.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. When you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield, it doesn't get a lot better than this. And his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Williams now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Running money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got rich and deep, bro coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these.
70 range, 70 range. Come on, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther 11, Buffalo 18. 60 cut.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Let's go. Cut 19, cut 19. Trap 60, trap 60, Dragon 60. 19 Lion. 19 tight, 19 tight. Hut, hut.
He'll drop to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This one caught by the back out of the backfield. 15 yards through the air, and the Jets have a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
60 even, 70 ranges. 18 Panther 11, Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
To the air now. on 1st and 10. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Here we go. Drop goal 80. Cut 19. Trap 60. Trap 60. Dragon 60. 19 Lion.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10.
Hurt. 60 Bobcat. 60. Hurt. 18 Biden. 18 Rattler. 18 79 Bronco. Panther 11. Panther 11. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Take over.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. Dante Thornton was the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That is caught, finding Higgins. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
Let's go now.
Try him again. Another one to Higgins. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Saints' 21-yard line.
70 range. 70 range. Mustang 19.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
3rd down and 3.
Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18. Cut 19. Buffalo 18. Warriors 70. Let's go.
That one on target to Williams. He's done.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. The throw here is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
7-yard line.
79 Bronco. Panther 11. Panther 11. Take over.
16. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 Lion, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Dragon 60. 19 Titan, 19 Titan.
Throwing now from the gun. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. They get 11 and quickly pick up first down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. On first down, right back to Hampton. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Nolan Smith makes the tackle.
Nolan Smith, 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll get this out wide. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now a 3rd and 2. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. Here's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
First down, Saints.
Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. He'll let one go down the middle. This one's broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. The catch made by McMillan. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. First down, New Orleans.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
15.
Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Yellow. 180.
Hampton trying to work inside. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
And it's third down.
It is third and long.
Attack, attack. Yellow. Yellow. Argo blue 80. Spice hot.
Here's Mahomes. That is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Saints.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Come 19. Come 19. Come on. Set. Not 18. Rattler. 18. Rattler. Dragon 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Hut, hut.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
New Orleans' third and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Let's get 19. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Back to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Koo's kick is good. And the Jets cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Andrew Makuba from his safety spot to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, here we go. 70, 60, 79 Bronco. Go street. Check go.
He'll look to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. A gain there of 11. Good for a Jets 1st down.
You can see the trust they have in this running back and the offensive line. You're facing a 3-and-out. You're trying to extend this drive, turn around, hand it to the guy behind you, and let him do the rest.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not. And it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Riggs, Cowboy 80. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Come 19, come 19. Panther 11, Panther 11.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
On the double. Trap 60, trap 60. Set. 7-5, like it. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
this quarterback and ultimately with his passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Ready, break! Warriors 70, Panther City, Buffalo 18!
Back to the air one more time. On the move left. He keeps it himself.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. But sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat!
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down.
70 line, Dragon 60! 19 tight, 19 tight. Cup 19, Cup 19. Panther 11, Panther 11. Trap 60, Trap 60. Go.
Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. Oh, man, open downfield is Morton. Set to go now on first and 10.
That's another Jets first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Warriors 70.
He'll drop to throw. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
12 more yards. That's another Jets first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4. At the 6-yard.
Give up the middle for Mitchell. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, New York.
Where you make your mark in the NFL playing quarterback, Mike, is anyone can operate from a clean pocket. But how good are you when that thing gets a little muddy? And this is an NFL-type throw. You're down here. You're looking for a touchdown tight in the red zone. You're in the face of pressure. You've got to hold it for just an extra second to let that route come open. Not everybody can do that. In this case, he hangs in there, delivers it on the money, and comes away with a big touchdown.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Now they'll set up to throw. That one backed away and incomplete. Good work there defensively. The try for 2 does not work. Maybe a little early for this here in the third quarter. They want to get it back now, so here comes an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That's a risky call here, but I understand what they're thinking. You find yourself down in the third quarter. How do we steal some possessions? How do we get the ball back to our offense to cut into this deficit? But now in return, it's your defense that now has the tough task.
This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Yellow.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Has some room inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown, New Orleans. So that's his second touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Here's Williams on the return. And he's going to be taken down there as we come to the end of the third quarter. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, Mustang 19. 70 range, 70 range.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They'll fill up here, 1st and 10.
That's good for a Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle.
And the Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. This one hauled in by Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
Go! Mustang 19. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Moving to his left. He'll tuck it and take off.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn it to a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up 3rd down.
Tiger, 19 Tiger. Bronco. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Take off.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Jets. They always say, Greg, it's a dangerous throw to make, but they execute it for the touchdown.
This is one of those plays, Mike, where it's like, no, yes, right? The ball comes out of his hand, and everybody on the sidelines holding their breath. That is the cardinal rule. Never throw the ball back across the middle of the field, but sometimes you get away with it. In this case, results in a touchdown.
The Jets will line up for a
They'll try to pick this up with a run. And he will find the end zone. The 2-point conversion added on. Now that deficit is only 4. Even with 3 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
On 1st down, it's Hampton. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 35 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead. You're in the 4th quarter. And they're able to pop off a big run.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. They'll go again with Hampton. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. On the kid, fighting for the goal line. He lost the football, and it's out. And the defense is going to come up with it. Maybe the break they need here in the fourth quarter. Oh, those hurt so much. Knocking on the door, getting down inside the 5 to fumble there. Greg, it never feels good to fumble, but in that spot on the field, that stings.
Yeah, it's just a brutal way to end this drive, but you got to give credit to defense. The philosophy of red zone defense, Mike, is takeaways and field goals. In this case, they force the big takeaway, and they keep points off the board.
They'll drop to throw. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Another try, 2nd and 10.
Cowboy 80, Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 average, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Scoop.
Throwing again from his own end zone. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
Here's a big one. This 3rd down.
Cup 19, 70 Timberwolves, 70 Rangers, 79 Broncos. Dragon 60. Chap 60, Chap 60. Check go.
And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
And the Saints, first down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, New Orleans.
On the ground, Hampton. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain
A big one here in the fourth quarter. 37 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Yellow. On the line, 80.
Give, and here comes Hampton. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll go with Hampton. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 14 on the pickup. It's good for a Saints first down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
First and 10.
Yellow.
Here's Hampton. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not. Things are pretty much spoken for. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Yellow, yellow.
To an E goes Mahomes. And that should wrap it up. So this one a win for the visiting Saints. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night, everybody.
I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination I used to see. Wake up and I found out, did it change up? Wait, did it change up? Is it light out yet? Did it find out bad? Better walk around the edge of the room in the bed with my arm on face around, better try to breathe. Face around, face around. I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blind. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination I used to see. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to